Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about the pros and cons of being a loan signing agent. Let's get into it. So one of the number one pros to being a loan signing agent is the money. We all know it. We ain't doing it just because we feel like working. We're doing it because of the money. So ultimately what I will say is I've done loan signing and I've done plenty of general notary. Loan signing is what's going to bring you the most money the fastest. I've had days where I've made over $1,000 just doing loan signings here and there throughout the day. So I can't think of nothing else you can do make $1,000 and still not be tired. I just can't. But the truth of the matter is you're not gonna see that money every day like that. Now it depends, I'm gonna say, on how many signing services you sign up with. Because if you sign up with enough, your phone will be active. Another pro to being a loan signing agent is the learning aspect of it. What I will say is that I don't have a real estate background, so I've never done this type of work before I started doing this. And I learned a lot about the real estate industry and the ins and outs of something I never would have learned about. So another pro to being a loan signing agent is when it's time to do your taxes, you get to write off everything. When I say everything, I mean like your meals while you're out doing your signings, your gas, your mileage, toner, paper, any kind of like any office supplies, any maintenance to your vehicle, like all of that stuff you don't really think about. Gas, you get to write all, right now gas high. You get to write all of that stuff off at the end of the year, and you want to keep good records, because the simple fact is you're gonna have to claim all of this good money that you're making as a loan signing agent. You're gonna have to claim it. So why not have something to offset it? So you made this much, you need to have this much that you're gonna spend on it. So that's definitely a big pro to being a loan signing agent. Ain't no recording.
Did I make any noise?
Wow.
What noise?
The opening and closing of stuff. That.
Finish.
Another pro to being a loan signing agent is being able to set your own schedule. That is the biggest thing for me. So, in everyday life, when you go to work, your 9 to 5, you don't really get to set that up. You got to kind of go when they say go and leave when they say leave. But when you're a loan signing agent, you can set your appointments how you want to. So if you want to have an opening from 12 to 4, and because you have something planned, you can set that up like that. And a lot of times when these title companies contact you, you know ahead of time. So you can go ahead and pencil whatever you want in. So you pretty much get to set your own schedule. So now, a con to being a loan signing agent. I'm going to say a con that I really had to experience to know that it was real is going into some homes that are not so clean. I have had to go into places, to be completely honest with you, that it smells so horrible. It smelled like 12 dogs and 5 cats live there, and they don't go outside to use the bathroom. And you try to be as nice as possible and ask, hey, it's kind of stuffy. Would you like to do this outside? Or you try to get out of it like that, but sometimes that's just not what it is, and you just have to suck it up, buttercup, and get that money. But that is definitely a con, because sometimes recently I went to go sign some documents, and I was about to sit down, and a roach crawled right across the couch. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna stand up and do this. And they're like, hey, you can have a seat. I'm like, oh no, my back been giving me a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and stand up. And ultimately, it was because I seen your little cousin crawling across the couch, and I don't want that getting on me. So that is definitely a con to loan signing. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Another con to being a loan signing agent is getting these last minute signings. So you didn't get a chance to prepare for them. They called you at the last minute, and even though it's the last minute, a lot of times they expect you to hurry up, print these papers out, and get there in no time. Drop everything you're doing. And I would say from experience, when it's the last minute, it ain't always good. For the simple fact, the numbers might be wrong. So a lot of times you want to go ahead and skim across those numbers on your closing disclosure to make sure it's what the signers are agreeing to, because you don't want to get way there just to find out they like, oh no, these are not the right numbers. It's a reason that it's the last minute like that. So sometimes it might be something simple as the person that had the signing before ran into some kind of issue and dropped the signing. So that's why you got it last minute. That's fine. But if it's a numbers issue or anything like that, or they didn't get all the documents at the right time, and you might have to go back home, print some stuff out. And that happened to me too. I got halfway to a hospital to go and do a signing, and then I was skimming through the papers as I'm driving. Yes, I know I shouldn't have, but I'm skimming through the papers, and I noticed like some key documents are not there. Instantly, I called the title company. I'm like, this kind of light, and they like, oh, okay, we're gonna touch base with whoever else. And then they contacted me and was like, okay, we forgot some papers. So I literally had to go all the way back, print the stuff out, then go back. It was a whole thing. But what I'm saying is that is definitely a con. These last minute ones, yes, you want to make the money, and yes, you want to be convenient for them so that they'll use you over and over and over. But sometimes all money ain't good money. Okay, another con to being a loan signing agent is not being safe all the time. So you assume that everybody have the best intentions. You get somewhere just to find out that maybe you are not their preference. So, and what I can say what I want to say. So you get there and they have no idea that you was going to be black. And they probably don't care for black people. Or, I mean, it depends on, whatever your nationality. This has happened to me. So that's why I can say it. I've shown up and they've looked at me like I was like fly on shit. Just like why am I there? And I'm like, this is not good. I mean, you try to go through it and ignore some of the negativity, but I have definitely experienced that. When I get there and they don't expect me to be black, and then I'm black, and they keep bringing up other, like, I had a signing and one couple kept bringing up that they love Trump. It was like a whole thing. I think they were just letting me know that they didn't care for me. And it was just like little small here and there comments. But you know what? I stayed professional. I got the documents done and I left. Because ultimately, as long as I got those documents signed, I was going to make my money. And those comments, it didn't kill me. But it's just not being so safe sometimes, because you never know if a person feels some type of way about you and have intentions on hurting you. So that's why I always tell new notaries, new loan signing agents, keep you some mace. Mace, taser, something. If you got a gun, license to carry, bring your gun. Whatever it is. But just like, do what you need to do to feel safe. But sometimes that is definitely a con, especially being a woman. So and even like, I'm going to say this. Like, I get some last minute signings sometimes, and it's at night. I'll bring one of my sons with me. So they're going to be on their phone anyway, but I'll let them sit in the car. So, and I'll let them know, oh, just to let you know, I have my son sitting outside in the car. Just so they'll know, like, you're not about to do nothing to me in here. I mean, it's just a step of precaution, but that's definitely a con to being a loan signing agent. Another con to being a loan signing agent is getting these low ball offers. When I say that, I mean, when you get your offers, they're going to come on your phone as a text, or it depends on like if you have an app and it comes through your app or whatever. But seeing a reverse mortgage for $100, I don't think so, because if you're a new loan signing agent, you don't understand, but a reverse mortgage is 200 pages and better. So there's no way I'm doing it for $100. It's gonna take a lot longer. So a lot of times the companies will try their hand and offer you a small amount of money to see if you bite. And that's when you come back at them and say, oh, I'm available, but for $200. Whatever your number is, everybody's number is different, depends on where you live. But between like $175 and $200 here in Florida, that's definitely reverse mortgage money. But I'll say like it's some companies that you'll see a sign that come through your phone for $30. I look at that, laugh, and keep going. I don't even respond to stuff like that because you know better. I want to say it's a company called Loan Pro. I never, ever, ever take their stuff. First, because it's very, very low, and second, because it takes so long to get paid. So I don't usually do them. But that is definitely a con when they try you with these small numbers. No. Okay, so that was the pros and cons of being a loan signing agent. So there's some good and there's some bad. That's with anything in life. But what I will tell you is that being a loan signing agent completely changed my life. So I would definitely recommend you to do your research and look if that's a good fit for you, because being a loan signing agent really just improved my life a lot in many, many ways.